Yo, check it out. This is Dinco D, LONS, leaders of the new school, Long Island, and we here. You know what I'm saying? Live at the barbershop. Where we live at? We at the barbershop, getting that chop.
Ready? I think we got one. Hold and bang, about time. We got one. Ain't shit changed. Nah, it's time to shine a light on them. It's got better. It's just got better. Those hating on the movement, we gonna shine a light on them.
Oh yeah, we back, baby. Live at the barbershop. You already know what it is. DJ Shabby in the building. Yo, Shabby, what up?
Man, what's good? What's good? How's everything going, bro?
Ah, man.
How was your week?
Oh, man, I had a great time, B. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's always good when you can get that going on.
Word. Yo, I got a question for you.
What's up?
You set up your Christmas tree?
Yeah.
What's the, know what I mean?
The time limit.
The time limit before you set it up.
Listen,
and when you break it down.
All right, I try to set it up at least a good 15 days before Christmas, at least the minimum. You know what I'm saying? Let the kids rock out with the tree and go, you know. After Christmas is over, after New Year's is like gone, maybe a day or two after that, I'm taking it down. It gotta go.
Gotta go.
It's time for a new, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
because if Easter come.
Yo, listen.
Yo, whoa.
My step pops had his shit up till May.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, bro. Hey. I walked in this crib one day, this shit was up May.
Yo,
bro.
you should have cut it down yourself, Chad. That's a fact.
I was like, hey, I don't know. He wanted to celebrate. You got to celebrate. You let him celebrate.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas, word.
Yo, we got a special Christmas gift for y'all. I don't think y'all know about it, man. I be telling y'all, we got a lot of familiar faces, some unfamiliar faces. Whoop. Y'all know what it is, man. We got the number one, LONS, Long Island, stand up. Y'all already know what it is. Leaders of the new school, Dinco D. What up?
Respect to the place to be, man. LI, I'm here, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Glad y'all here, man. Glad y'all got this service going for the peoples.
Let's go.
What's good with it, man? Yo, you been doing this a long time, B.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How did y'all just set up with Electra Records?
Yeah. Well, Electra, the deal that came about from us going around the city, doing shows, getting our name known. You know, we was under the monitor of Public Enemy. Chuck D named our group. You know, he gave Buster's name, Brown his name. I always have my name, my street name. You know, my brother was Big Dinco. I was Little Dinco. You know, we was in the streets heavy. And,
that's right.
You know, so I took that into the music, though. So that's how we hit the streets, man. We would be in Manhattan. We was out around the same time trying to come up as like Tribe and a lot of people from the Native Tongue movement, Dreads and people like that.
Okay.
When they was coming up, you know. So we seen that movement. But Dante Ross from he signed us to Electra Records.
That's pretty dope, man.
Dope,
Yo,
man.
I remember I was in high school, so I heard that Scenario remix.
Yeah.
How was that to be in the studio and you heard Bus say that row like a Dungeon Dragon?
Yeah. Well, listen, that whole session, that whole time with Tribe, you know, as we was coming up in the game, you know, we was familiar. We was coming up at the same time. So when that song came about and we was in the studio, you know, we watched each man go into the booth and do his verse.
Okay.
So, you know, we was both hot at the time. So the energy in the room was just crazy. You know, if you didn't hear them cheers, if you didn't see everybody go, oh, when you came out the booth, you might have had to go and do your verse back home.
Rewrite your shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go put your pen and pad out.
But we were so seasoned and just the spirit and the energy was so good that everybody, we knew the song was going to be dope.
Okay.
When everybody came out the booth, the reaction was just crazy. And you know, when Buster ended up the song, because they basically set that up for him to just blow it up, because he was, you know, he had the voice at that time and he was that dude or whatever. So when he came out of there with that chocolate, you know.
Yeah, chicken, the chocolate chicken, the red cock diesel.
You know, he did his thing, man.
Yeah.
He laid it down. But everybody on that song, you know what I'm saying, verse was definitely a big one, man.
Yeah, y'all body bagged that.
Yeah.
That was a
dope.
song like, you know, like one of those songs where you just know every fucking bar.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And even my bars, you still like, yo, what did he say? You know what I'm saying? That was my thing, was like, I just wanted, you know, I didn't want to say familiar. I wanted to create my own, you know what I'm saying, style and energy and create something new to say. You know, you can always take a a rhyme or somebody's like engine, you know, that's a familiar thing. I like creating like new, you know what I'm saying? I want to create new sayings. Like we was leaders of the new school, so that I'm about inventing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What about, let's talk about the Sob Story joint. How was that making it? That record was pretty dope.
Oh, that was a dope big record, man. And we filmed a video in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? Southern Parkway. Big shout out to S House, Uniondale, Chill City. You know, that was summertime. We had the whole neighborhood come to the back of my house. You know what I'm saying? I had to have guards in my house because it was on the patio and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So people coming in and out using the bathroom, but it was a neighborhood thing, man. It was beautiful. You know, it was great.
Long Island stand up.
Oh man, that was. You know, we did it on Davis Ave. We shot the bike scenes over on the old block. You know what I'm saying? Davis Ave. Big shout out to all the people from over there.
Let's talk about that right there. Coming out of Long Island, I know it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Where everybody see your face, they know your face. A lot of places you can kind of hide and move around. Long Island, you really can't do that. How was it coming out of Long Island being, y'all was superstars at the time?
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, you know, we started young, man. We was like 14, 15. We started on the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like junior high, 7th, 8th grade. You know, we was trying to get signed, and we formed a group probably around 8th, 9th grade and stuff.
Okay.
So, you know, we've been at it for a long time. We didn't get signed till like the last year of high school. You know, Bus was in 11th grade, I was in 12th, and Brown had just graduated. So, you know, we was very young at that time, man. But the journey we've been working on since like real young.
So y'all ran through it.
Oh man, we had that energy at the time. I was coming to school the next day. I'm out all night in the city. I'm in school like this.
Yeah, at that age, that drive is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word.
So, you know, it worked out. You know, we accomplished what we wanted at a young age, man. So I really, you know what I'm saying, that was a blessing to be able to do that, to reach some of the goals that you want to that early. You know what I'm saying? That was a good thing, man. It also had its downfalls because we was young in the business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, when you ain't experienced and you that young, you can be taken advantage of in different sections of the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's talk about the business. I know when you're young, you kind of like, you know, you'll jump into a pool and not even knowing it's 12
sharks
feet.
And be like, dude, I don't care if the sharks is here.
Oh, sharks and like,
Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying? But you ready to fight the sharks. Like, yo, whatever I got to do, I got to do. But you know, you need to know some shark terminology and skills so you can swim with the sharks. You know what I'm saying?
How was that feeling though?
It was dope because, you know, we had good people around us. Like, you know, I had my pops, you know what I'm saying? He helped. We had board members. We had a good lawyer, my girl, Jill Pilgrim. You know what I'm saying? We used a lot of people from our community, you know what I'm saying, that was looking out for us. And so it was more of a family-orientated thing where we used people that we knew and that we thought would look out for us. Going up against the industry that, you know, they don't, you know, they want to control those options.
Well, let's talk about Long Island and hip-hop because coming out of Long Island, everybody knows Uniondale, Hempstead, Freeport, and they bring it out to Wyandanch, Brentwood. So those little cliques, did you guys really, you know, affiliate with a lot of these guys like the EPMDs and the Rakims?
Not, you know what? Not really. We didn't. We only people, like I said, we in the beginning was Public Enemy.
Okay.
But as we grew, you know, we grew to form relations like, you know, p.t.a. Paris. He used to come out to Uniondale and check when Bus used to stay at my house. Him and K Solo, they came to my crib. P.t.a. my man PMD. You know, he used to come check us, and we was cool. You know, Rakim. You know, we never really came together like on no movements, like, you know.
I think
like I wish there would have been a great Long Island hip hop tour, all Long Island artists.
Fire. That would have been so dope.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not too late. It's not too late.
It's not too late. You know, Rakim, Keith Murray, EPMD, Public Enemy, Leaders of the New School, Buster. You know what I'm saying? That would be
Long
Method Man pull out. You know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy.
Long Island stand up. If we had that shit would be amazing.
Right.
I think hip hop will really come back for the youngsters. If that happened.
For the world, just for the world. Period.
Word. I mean, how was it working with Paris? Because I'm doing my knowledge to you, And I see you and Parrish had a record together.
Yeah. We got to join. That was a great movement. My man who was on there, RJ the Realist, John Jiggs, another great Long Island cat. RJ the Realist, another great Long Island cat. You know, and PMD, man. You know, I grew up. I was in high school, in junior high, listening to him and Eric. You know, peace to Eric. Good dudes, man. Like classic dudes, man. Like I had them tapes, man. I studied them tapes. Like these dudes is. And then to finally be in the studio with them, because you know, I mean, we did records like Scenario, but you know, Busta was the main one. He was going in early in the game, doing other songs with other people. I never really, you know what I'm saying, took advantage of that when I was on. I was more about leaders. We gotta make this leader thing, concentrating on that. While you know, other people was like, "Yo, can I get Busta on the record?" You know what I'm saying? You know, so we got together, me and Pete. I seen PMD somewhere. I actually seen him at a store out here. You know what I'm saying? Shopping with his son, and I was with my son. And I think we was at Toys R Us, and we connected. And after that, you know, we stayed in touch.
That's super dope. You know how you get the locks. You get a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Get a lot of dudes. You'll pick out who your favorite is. The first time I heard Ja, I was like, yo, that guy's my favorite. Because the way you did your wordplay.
Yeah, I was trying to be different. Like I said, man, like, to me, the easy, you know, I've never been to that easy dude to take the easy way. You know, you know, I could be like, yo, but and sound, you know what I'm saying, go for the rough or talk gangster. I just wanted to be free to say what I want to say and make a mark at that. You know what I'm saying, and create my own style. But I was definitely on my pen game was definitely, you know, on top because I was always into writing. Like a lot of the concepts of leaders of the new school, I came up with those concepts, you know, like a future without a past, time the inner mind's eye. You know what I'm saying? Conceptually, that was like my thing, right?
Yeah, okay, that's dope.
So when you writing and you listening, you know what I'm saying, because I know everybody got to listen to hip hop. Yeah. When you sitting there listening, how do you say, all right, I like this dude, I like that dude, when you sharpening your own sword? It's kind of hard to listen to dudes.
Right, see, that's the thing. Like, you know how people do mixtapes and they do the same style.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm not that dude. I'm not going to bite the same. I'll absorb their style and try to, you know what I'm saying, and use and sprinkle some of that in here and there to create something new. That's why I was called the rhyme scientist. You know what I'm saying? Dingo D, the rhyme scientist, because formulas was my thing. Was creating formulas and patterns and styles and writing.
Well, when you're doing that, how do you pick out a person to say, all right, I'm going to do a collab with this dude, I'm going to do a collab with that dude?
Well, most of the collabs I do are more like a natural progression, man. I just let it happen naturally, organically, you know. I don't really try to force it. I don't go out seeking, you know what I'm saying, all this. Like if I see you and we got a vibe and I seem like you're a cool dude, then we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not that dude. Like, you know, labels got the option to be like, yo, let's get Lil Wayne, let's get this person and that person to do a collab. And even though it sounds good and nice, it's just, there's no chemistry or formula. It's just dope MCs on the track. When I do something, I want it to be just organic, just something natural.
Well, we was talking about, you know, the Get Back, the leaders of the new school. How was it getting on stage with Busta after all that time?
It was great, man. It's always good to you know what I'm saying, be able to come back with your friends and your fam and do what you do when you first started. You know what I'm saying? It was a great thing, like the Hot for the Holidays thing we did, and we did the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival. We did those two joints. We did both of those before Fife died. That was the best thing.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to rock. Peace to my brother Fife.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute, King.
That was a blessing to be able to do them joints and come back together. So, I mean, it was good, man.
That shit had to feel good. Yeah.
Well, do you guys stay in touch?
Yeah, we cool. We in touch, you know. I talk to Bus, I talk to Brown every once in a while.
Okay. I think that'd be super dope if y'all came together and really put that work in and toe up Nassau or one of them spots.
It's always a good thing, man.
Westbury.
So, you know, let's put that in the air and make it happen.
Yeah, let's put it up.
Well, we got DJ Shabby in the building.
Yo, what's
Shabby.
good, bro?
You got something to ask the Mr. LONS?
I'm a history. You know, I always ask the history question.
Facts,
Like, how does
facts.
it feel to be like a part of like history. You know what I
Hip-hop
mean?
history.
The 90s eras, man, like that was it. Like to me, I don't know, maybe because I was born in the 80s and but nah, like hip hop was it, and especially in New York, you know what I mean, at that time. So how does it feel to be a part of
listen, I'm still doing shows. My record's still being played.
Yeah,
I'm still on the Living Color every day. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice.
It's a blessing.
Nice.
It's nothing but a blessing. And to make an impact, at, like I said, at a young age, the impact we had on the world with hip hop. And then when I go around the world, like, I still look like Dinco D. People be like, you still look the same. So that's another blessing.
Black don't crack.
So, I mean, it's nothing but a blessing, man, but for us all to be here and talking about this right now, man. So I appreciate everybody who's a part of the hip hop, and I appreciate the people like you and him more who's here and service the community. You know what I'm saying? From the big to the small, from Hot 97 to the whatever. You know what I'm saying? The community. If there's nobody like y'all here to keep it going,
it doesn't keep going.
It doesn't keep going.
Exactly. So,
well, let's talk about hip hop. If I be like, yo, Dinko, what did hip hop give you? What would you say?
I say it gave me That's a good question, man.
He always comes up there. That's one.
And then he looked at me.
So
he knew he was going to hit me.
Tell him what's going on.
Yo,
let's take a shot to that.
Let me pour to that one. I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Nah, man. Salute, King.
Hip hop gave me it gave me hope. It gave me a vision. It gave me a love of people and appreciation of music. Like, it gave me a lot, man. It gave me history in this world. It gave me a chance to be in this history of the world of music. It gave me inspiration, man. Like, to show that people can come together and party and have fun over the words you say. You could bring people together over some words, man. Over a beat.
Super dope. But we got DJ Shabby in the building talking about beats. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to take a break, take a shot or two. You know what I'm saying? We're going to sit back, chop it up in the back of the barbershop and let Shabby do his thing. Salute.
Play a couple tracks for you, Dinko.
Salute, yes.
Bang.
Yo, I can't understand why the parents in the
DJ Shabby, social media house was good. We live at the barbershop with Dinko D.
Yo, tell us, it's just another case of that OPT.
Let's go. Hey.
In school I wrote notes and took quotes from Shakespeare and other types of rhymes to show you that I care for things like Together Forever to You're My Only One. It was special, I could say it was a loving one. You would say someone's knocking at my window. Knock, knock. Someone's ringing my bell. Ding dong. It's about 2 in the morning. Hey, yo, geez, what the hell's going on? It's just another case of that OPT. But nevertheless, it goes to show my potential. And even though our love was two-dimensional, 1, me, 2, you, 3, your pops. Now what am I to do? I had to transform into an educated lad, going around doing chores for your dad, playing a duck, wearing sweaters and shoes, chilling with Pop, just listen to the blues, and talking to your mom about her love for her daughter, suggesting to me that I just order watch myself inch by inch, watch myself and use some sense. So I did, and didn't do a damn thing, but they took a blame for how I sing. It's just another case of that OPT. Busta Rhymes, the mighty infamous, always misbehaving and mischievous, causing aggravation. I'll never pause, pushing out spitballs to plastic straws in class until I got caught at last, falling up the courtyard grass. Hey, teacher, go to the flex, Busta Rhymes like a kid complex. Hey yo, in class, kicked it to this girl Cheryl. Word, the teacher tried to tell me you're a pharaoh. No, I'm not with attention, no with suspicion. A child's wicked and wild, they carry ill staff. Remember the days when I was walking and talking. Walking through my brothers on missions. Couple brothers that I knew with the rise drove by. Only nights in the days looking down the road, seeing beautiful girls with the carloads. Yeah, they are screaming, wish I had a little ride on my own. But since I don't, that is my sob story. My missions will continue as I keep on stalking. The stamina was dying from the constant walking. Right before the moment I began to call to my man Brittle, who had a struggle for all. I thought he would have noticed my dying when I yelled his name in your beat and kept driving. Now in my heart it grew a big hole, cause my little toe started rubbing on my insole. It was a fidgety burn and then I said, wait, I got pride. It's time to to get my own ride. I came up with the scheme and got paid. I had no other choice but going down to the trade. When I got my chance, bro, I got kinda stingy up, cause I got my cherry pathfinder. Now I'm feeling good cause I'm off my feet. Many little squalid dogs running up on the street. And I'm saying, my name is Sharina, my name is Buster. My name is Tonya, my name is Buster. My name is Diana, my name is Buster. And what do you take me for? The little local pushover? No shame in my game, cause that's how I got this. And when I return the favor, everybody gets pissed. And now I am the man, feeling all the glory. And when your eyes down and gone, just remember that I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. It's the sob story, the sob story. I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. I know you and you know me. It's the sob story, the sob
Let's
story.
go.
Red light, green light. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the hop along kid, Charlie B. I'm constantly moving with my Walkman kicking. My bunions are crying, beefing, flicking. Please, please. Get into the vehicle, I stopped at Davis Ave. Figured I'll see a cool brother to give me a ride. Sorry, Charlie, was a common reply. I didn't forget about the girl in the sidekick, the rubber girl system and the spoiler kid. She drive by with the posse. Hey, Charlie Brown, where's your girl? Well, I haven't purchased it yet. The smoke from the rubber burned up to my neck. Girls with Gucci and the friends with Fendi won't allow a walker to get friendly. Just a beep beep and occasional wave. The tables turn. Now she got played.
This is history right here. This is history.
On Johnny Juice, Giggles, Troy, and Daquan sitting there waiting for a ride to Mickey D. Stacked by the crack and jacks just to relieve stress. It's a mess. I decided to work, but it's hard to work when your boss is a jerk. I sweat floors and strive to get mine. My amigos with Dinco T, Malo and Busta Rhymes, Black Top, Kickbox, Yellow and Brown, Blue and Cloud. Remember
What's up?
Here in 1992,
Oh, yeah.
we present the
Yeah, I ain't think we gonna play this.
Whereas there are 7
We live at the barbershop. DJ Shavi, Mon was good. Dinko was good.
spiritual
Yeah,
essence.
yeah.
Leaders of the new school. Let's go, let's go.
Shots, pull, madman, I rip up stages, lay down your wages, I'm wild like Larry Davis.
Let's go.
Extra, pick up
Wreck the hood.
ass out the frame, and grab my dick. Oh, I'm a robot kid, I drop bombs, I'm rugged and deadly, so I shit on a penny. A baseball bat, I'm bastard, I'm bad news, I'm crazy and clever, cut those of crews. I'm deaf on a phono, my skills are pono. You say, oh no, you bitch ass homo. I bag up weight, electrifying, I'm prime time, I slaughter slime. I'm the greatest of all time, sick ass brother, nasty ass nigga, pump slugs in your face, and jump an ass in the river.
Let's go.
Tears in the bucket, fucking kick the can. Say what, I'm a bad, bad man. Quick is how I flip from the tip of the lip, punching out hits like Gladys Knight in the pit. The 5 has just raided your area, your booty miles are racking, that's the reason I ain't hearing you. So, roll off the red carpet, cause I'm kicking this. Vanilla ice platinum, that shit's ridiculous. Excuse my French, but profanity is all I knew. And to your other sellouts or your FQ2, and let it be known, I'm not the one to step to. You better off calling D nice to your rescue. Freestyle fanatic, probably the best around. As for corny MC like Chuck D, I shut him down. The logical dawn of hip hop, and I won't stop. The 5-foot assassin has come to wreck nut shop. So do like Michael Jackson and remember the time. Put on your dance and choose a song, cause you sure can't rhyme. Big up into new identity. Next you said something, how you pass it to me.
Yeah.
What does it take to check a technique? Many styles, many styles. Hostile heat brings burst the energy. Malo in the dance is the new identity. 1-2 mic check, select for the roughneck set. 10 to 1 bet, I come correct.
It's history right here.
Bring box to connect with nuts, so I can go dreadlocks.
Let's go.
Maintain the rock.
DJ
Don't stop the
Shavi.
rock. Maintain
We
the
live
rock.
at the
Don't
barbershop. We
stop the
rocking.
rock. Kick it right then, not it, what's it not? I would rock the
Come get your lineup, come get your lineup.
We in the clear.
Yeah.
See Brown, are we in the clear?
Yeah, make it move, y'all. On and on and on. Check it out. To the break of dawn.
Who's that?
Just one of the L-O-N-S. And I drive full quest, east coast to west. Remix mad kick, more than Metallica. Tall and fall like the Battlestar Galactica. Stampin', stompin', rompin', Compton.
People all over the world.
I'm prompting. Pick the style, any style, strong power. Representation, sensationalization, scenario. For the radio, BLS and Kiss So.
Here we go, yo.
Yeah, Force main source, LP on the rise. And
7 MCs on this shit right here. This is history right here. Tribe Called Quest scenario remix. Let's go. Dinko D, what up?
What up? Shabby, what up? Jay, what up?
What up? Oh, yeah.
Flying in on a limb, slim trim, P.I.M. There I am, don't
what they like. 8 black devils in the public eye. If you listen very close, I will tell you why. Hood Fife, Milo, Dinco, and C Brown. Shaheed myself and bust the bus down.
Yeah.
We commence to rock, so bring on the flocks. Interrogation for the knocking of the blocks. The boombox ruler controls the medulla. None come cooler. I went like Shula, so bust out the move as you start to pursue her. Intensify my non-blunt consumer. Typical booty, well it's only a rumor. The meaning so deep that it starts brain tumors.
Yeah.
Used to hood bigger from the midnight crooner. Smoke 'em up later. If not, then see
Yo, what up? Live at the barbershop. We back, baby. You already know what it is, man. We got Dinco D in the building. What up?
D.
What up? I'm right here
Good.
with you, baby.
DJ Shavi, what up?
Yo, what's good,
I'm
man?
enjoying this,
Yo.
man. It's good to be home and have houses like this right
Yeah,
here.
You
man,
dig?
you home,
You know,
bro. It's alive,
you
It
dig?
feels great, man. It
Came
feels
through
great.
and tore it up.
Exactly.
But we
man.
ain't done yet, baby.
Nah, it ain't over.
We ain't done yet. Let's get another shot. Pull up, man.
Pour up. Shabby, you good?
I'm good.
Yo.
I'm good, Dinco.
That first part of the interview was one thing. Now we gonna jump in a whole nother thing.
Let's go. I'm here, man.
Yo, what the hell is a cultural ambassador? What they do, and how did you get that?
I mean, you know, I got good people in the game, man. My brother Kerman, like he told me about it, you know, I had to sign to do, you know, just like a job, man. I do regular stuff, you know. I had to fill out an app and sign up for it. And they picked me. You know,
that's
it was
dope.
sponsored. It was backed by the State Department, but it was it was a company in Meridian House. It's called The Next Level.
Okay.
So they pick a graffiti artist, a break dancer, a DJ, and an MC. And, you know, you go and teach classes to different countries and different places. So they picked me to go to Russia. It was me, Lord Finesse,
Fire.
and my man Brian Pistols and my homegirl. And it was dope, man.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that experience in Russia. How did it feel being over there? Because, you know, we learned about that in school.
Yo, that's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying, man. I was in Moscow, dude.
Moscow, like from the hood to
Like,
Moscow.
you know, read about that in history
that's real,
books,
that's
man.
real.
But it was a blessing. To tell you the truth, I didn't want to go. They was like, you want to go? I was like, that's not one of the places I want to go, man. I want to
Not
go
right
somewhere
now,
in South
yeah.
America. I want to go where it's hot,
Yeah, I wanna
where
see
it's
no
nice,
snow,
snow. But I mean, it turned out I had a great time. The people was good, man. You know, and that's the one thing with you see with a lot of things going on and people discriminating and say, you know, you got to visit, you got to see things for yourself and experience stuff for yourself.
Definitely.
Can't listen to the media and what, you know, different perceptions of different people. You got to see it for yourself, man. But I had a good time, didn't have no problems over there. The people were loving me, man. If you see some of the shows, me and Lord Finesse tore it down. We did a couple of shows, but there was this one show in Moscow we did. It was like 1,000 people outside, and it was like, yo, they was going nuts. They was loving every minute of it. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. But yeah, we picked The Next Level, man. You know what I'm saying? They picked me as one of the people, and I went out there teaching MCing. You know what I'm saying? In 3 different places we went to teaching that in Russia.
Well, let's talk about the album, Cameo Flows.
Oh,
What's up
man? My man, big respect to my man DJ Rob Flo. Me and him, he DJs in the club. He down in Florida now. But me and him, you know, we have been working on some joints. And like, I've always done music and shows here and there, not on, you know, on the underground level. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I'm at, like I lived in Atlanta and Connecticut. So I worked with artists in Connecticut. I worked with artists in Atlanta and back and forth in New York and Long Island. But that was a collection of songs I had. And I was like, it's been a while. Let me put something out, you know what I'm saying, to service the people, give them some music. And it was a collection of collabos of cameos with different other people that you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, let me put that out, man. That was a good thing. I shot a couple videos off of that.
Okay. Well, let's
Got
talk
my man
about,
Peter Hallway was on there. I got a
Holla.
song with Milo on there.
Holla. Keep
Who else
going.
is on there? C Brown is on there.
Holla.
Okay.
Man.
Keep going.
My homegirl from Brooklyn, Dominils,
Oh,
Dope
yeah.
MC.
Shout out to her.
Man, I gotta think of all the names.
You got some more, baby.
DJ Rob Flo. my man, who else is on there? P-Fats. Just check it out. Google it. Cameo Flows, man.
This shit is hard.
It's a lot of people, man. So I organize and put that out, but I got some banging joints on there. Definitely.
Well, through hip hop, I know you always got labels and you got producers. I know you work with Premier, Ultimate Producer. How is it working with Premier?
I mean, I've been around the studio with Premier. I did something with my man, what's his name, on one of his beats. I did something down in Atlanta. Yeah, man, I work with so many people thinking of these names. Like, but we did a joint. I did something with through him. But I mean, me and Premier always been cool. Guru's my man. You know, I used to run into him in Atlanta a lot. And when I was down there, and in the city, you know, we was always cool. We was that era hip hop. We was all cool.
It's
it was never like
everybody was coming up at the same time.
It wasn't no like, yo, my clique. And
you know, we trying to make it. We trying to get this
we
money.
We was making it together, so it wasn't no, yo, you talking about my clique or nah. We was all cool, and we supported each other in that game. So peace to Guru and Premier. Those are my brothers, man.
Well, let's talk about producers. If you had a producer that you say, yo, I would love to work with this dude, who would it be?
Even though, well, let's see, I worked with him. I wouldn't say that. Chuck D is my brother. We've done different type of work together. So that's one thing. I performed with him, been on tour with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. Right now, man.
You got your Pete Rocks.
You got a lot of bite, but I mean, there's a lot of new artists
you
that
gotta
I
pick,
would
you gotta
love to
pick
work
one.
with.
You gotta pick one, baby.
Shoot, man, that's tough.
It's a big ass hat.
Doing these questions, man.
That hat is huge. You gotta dig in and grab one.
Who would I work with right now? Man,
Me, I'm from Mount Vernon, so I'm gonna grab Pete.
Pete is dope. Yeah,
Nah,
I love
man.
Pete. Pete is dope, man. But I mean, I like to go with like them underdogs and like, you know.
Yeah, okay.
You know, because I'm an underdog. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's cool to work with all them dudes that's up there and everybody know. But I like to go with somebody that we gonna surprise them on. So I don't know. I have to think about that, man. Give me a second. I might come back.
Booze a la beats.
Word.
Go back to that.
Yo, that's like you watch the Pickers, where they be picking up all the garbage and shit. We gonna bundle that. We gonna bundle that question together and come back to that later.
No doubt.
Word.
No doubt.
Well, let's talk about hip hop, baby. Everybody got a top 5. They talk about top 5, dead or alive, wherever you go. Here on Live at the Barbershop, we like to pick out some MCs. So what will be Dinco D's top 5 MCs, dead or alive?
You know, I always go to the R.
You gotta go.
Rod,
To
what
the
up?
card. Peace to Rakim. That's my dude. Like he was I definitely, you know, before I got with Leaders, I was formulating my own thing. And you know what I'm saying? I prematurely got grouped together with them before I really developed my own stuff. So, but I patterned the 3 MCs I was patterning myself out after would have been KRS-One, Rakim.
Those are good 3 ones.
And Kool Keith. Kool Keith was,
3.
you know, the articulate, you know what I'm saying? That smart rap where he was going and he was witty with it and creative, you know. Word.
Well, MCing. I mean, I know everybody stand up kind of tall when you make it to that certain platform. Who was them dudes that you be like, damn, I wish they would have made it? Because I know it had to be some kind of name that stuck in your head that be like, that nigga was nice, but he never got to the big stage.
Shoot, let me think. Wow, these questions, man. I'm gonna talk to you about this.
He's good.
I was looking at the questions before, but now I'm like, why didn't I remember that one? So I can prepare. Shoot, who can I say?
He catches me off guard sometimes too. I'll be like,
Like, whoa, he dug into the crates with that one. I know somebody had to stand out.
Well, what you mean that didn't make it as bigger than they did make it? Or
Yeah,
something?
know what I mean?
Well, K Solo.
Ooh. Yo, that
that's a
record
good
he
one.
had.
Yeah.
K Solo.
What he was talking
expecting
about,
him,
what he's talking about, the
The
lockup
letter-
joint.
Yo, he got a couple. I mean, K Solo was that dude,
Solo
man.
was, yeah,
Come
he was-
on, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What the fuck
Peace
was
to
the name of
K
that
Solo.
record? Damn, I'm trying to think of
When
that
he's
record.
locked up, I can't remember that one.
To the
though,
cops
man.
in Suffolk County, I'm known as a fugitive.
Right. Everything in K Solo was spitting.
I
was
ran
hard,
like a
man.
rebel in 85.
Like I was
Cops
looking
tried
for
to
more
stop
for
me
K
'cause one
Solo.
of
I
them
love
said, I beat
K
up this
Solo
other man
was-
who
man.
was bigger than me.
Like he was premature. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to hear more of K Solo.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
That's one dude I wish he would have really stuck to his guns
Right, exactly.
and stayed in
Well,
the game.
listen, I talked to him recently, man. We, peace to K Solo.
He's a kid.
Hopefully, listen, man. As long as he's on this earth and he's in the presence, anything can happen.
Well, since you picked out somebody from Long Island, and we in Long Island, and we rep Long
Yeah,
Island,
that's right.
let's bring it back to our history and talk about the Greek Fest.
Oh, I missed that thing, man. I missed that thing. I missed that thing.
That shit
I think
was
I remember one year we performed. I think it was during our second album. We was performing, and we had a little money, and we had the plane go by. You know what I'm saying with the letters. We had the plane. We paid for that. And I think we just caught this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even see it. We like, yo, we just caught it.
The
It was
tail
just
end,
like
yeah.
tail end of
That-
it.
that
Like,
gotta
you
be
know,
us. Yeah, that
like we
gotta be.
paid all that money and they ain't seen it. We wondered if anybody else seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, that was, Greek Fest was that thing, man. It was good to see. It's always good to see your community and black people come together, man. And
Yeah,
all
that
people,
shit was
all
dope.
people, period. But you know what I'm saying? To see your community in hip hop come together in peace, even though there's sometimes things broke out. But that was like one of the most peaceful things to even you was going home. You know what I'm saying?
At that time, yeah.
But for the most part, people was on the beach and shorts and chilling, and it was cool, man. But that was a good time. The Greek Fest was classic, man. Even the ones in Philly, I went to
Fabulous.
those.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You took that drive down there. Those was little.
It's worth the drive. Yeah.
At the Asbury Park, Atlanta,
That was the one,
Freaknik.
right? Oh, I did I lived in Atlanta off and on for 10, 15 years. Man.
That's what's up. I'm trying to get down.
Actually,
there
when Leaders was breaking up, that was the first place I went. I was down there like early 93, 94, like 94. It was beautiful, man. I was promoting parties at the Phoenix.
Okay.
I was doing party. I did like 5th birthday party down there. He had moved down there, brought a house. We lived close by. Like Atlanta was, and I was down there early. I think I went to the Freaknik and I was like, I might have to move down here. Man. I might need to be close to this. Every year.
Yeah.
But Atlanta at that time, man, the skyline wasn't the
Atlanta
same.
right now is popping,
It's
man.
popping, yeah. I mean,
You know
I
what I'm
moved back there 2002, and I was there till like 2007 for another. Then I moved back. But yeah, Atlanta's beautiful, man.
Shout out to Atlanta.
But see, when I moved down there, that so deaf movement was just rising up.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So
That was
then
the movement.
I was cool with a lot of them dudes. Black Market, big shout out to Black
out to
Market,
them,
Lil
word.
John and them. But as they was blowing, they was like, "Listen, we don't need no New York nothing. Man.
we got it right
We
now.
got it right now." So Dink, we love you, but we got our own thing. You
Well,
know?
let's talk about that. You always got to change your hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It went down south. Everybody wanted to sound like they from down south.
Right.
It went to the west.
Yes,
Everybody
yeah.
went to Chicago, had it for a
Right.
minute.
Even Texas, the guy. did.
Let's talk about New York, man. When New York had it, how did that make you feel when you walked the streets of New York? Knowing that you
It felt
from the
good, but
LONS.
see, there was a time like I don't know. It's funny because when New York had it, we had it, but it was still universal. You would still hear your West Coast, your Ghetto Boys, your Miami, your Two Live Crews.
So it's still a balance.
It was a
bit.
balance, man. It
Yeah.
wasn't like it was just like, yo, maybe the street dudes was like, yo, New York was ramping that, but you know what I'm saying, and a few rappers, but the big dudes, we was on tour with Ghetto Boys on the PE tour. We was on tour with Will Smith, you know what I'm saying, Philly. We was on tour with dudes from around the world, and there was never this like, yo, it's New York or the South. You know what I'm saying? But the media, certain media outlets and people who took advantage of that made it seem
what
like,
it was, yeah.
like, yo, this is where it's at right now, so let's bump up that, and it got tricky. But yeah, man, but New York is New York.
Okay.
You always gotta have it. All right.
Foundation.
That's a fact.
Well, MC to MC, describe to me the first time that you touched the mic. How did that make you feel?
Let me see. The first time. What you mean in front of a crowd?
In front of a crowd.
I
Big
was-
crowd.
I was scared and nervous, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah.
I ain't even gonna front. You know what I'm saying? It took me a couple shows to get it right. Matter of fact, I remember one time before we got on, we did a show at the Apollo. Me, Bus, and Brown. We went to Roosevelt Field. That's when J.C. Penney was there.
Okay.
We brought our little outfits. So, you know, we got a car. We drove out to the city and all that. And it was on like it was one of them nights where it was. I think it was just because Apollo was funny about hip hop then still. So it was like a gospel night or R&B night, and we was like the only hip hop dudes there.
Wow, okay.
So we at the Apollo. We go out there. It was like one of them talent nights. We go out there, and I seen them bright lights at the Apollo, dude. I was like maybe 15, 16, dude. And like we did little shows like, you know, around the way and stuff. But that's when I seen them lights, that shit shit me. I almost got stuck. I was like,
different.
it was different. But after that, man, I was like, yeah, I can't, I'm ready for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you get that one time that shake you up and
Nah,
wake
that's
you
a
up
fact.
like,
That's a
yo,
fact.
yeah, if you gonna do this, you gotta break through them lights.
It's
baby.
right now, yeah.
Right. But yeah, I ain't gonna front. I was nervous. That show, I almost got stuck. Like, oh snap, this is it. But after that, I was good. You know,
Well, I tell you, I love the show The Pickers, and they bundle shit.
the Pickers. You talking about where they go and find
And
stuff?
they
at
find the
different-
garbage.
Oh, that's my
Nah,
joint.
I mean,
That's my joint.
So I had asked you a question before.
American
about the
Pickers,
producers,
right? What is
about the producers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to bundle pack it.
right.
See if I could bundle pack on my boy Dinko D. If you can do a scenario and pick out 7 MCs, well, 6.
Ooh, 6.
'Cause you on it.
I'm the 7. Hey, let's go.
Nah, I mean,
Okay.
That's a good number.
who would it be? 6 niggas right now.
And it don't matter. It don't matter what range where they
dead
from.
or alive, living or
Right
dead,
now.
Okay.
right now or yesterday.
Okay. Let's go. Kool Keith,
Woo!
Number 1.
number 1. I like. What would I say? What's this dude? I like Wiz Khalifa, man.
Okay.
Let's get it.
That's a curveball. I ain't going
I
front.
like Wiz.
that.
Wiz flow. Wiz flow is kind of ill.
I rock with it, though. I fuck with it. Shout out to
Let's
Wiz.
see.
That's 2.
Who's this?
Got a few more.
Somebody new. Yeah, that's 2. What I got? 4 more. I hate going with the regulars, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to dig the people
know
I
you-
really like and listen to. I would say,
Let's get it.
who would I say?
This shit ain't easy. This is a bundle pack.
There's a bundle pack.
You know what I mean? Live at the barber
I would
shop.
still rock. I use Keith Murray. To tell you the
Okay.
truth,
Okay.
Keith is my
Murray.
dude. His words playing his flow is sick.
He's still
LOD,
crazy.
what up?
But I know he would come crazy on that. You know what I'm saying?
You got 3 more.
Who else, man?
Let's get it.
Man,
DJ Shabby in the building.
Him here.
what I say?
Woo!
Where's Keith?
We dig
Keith. We
deep.
got 2 Keiths.
This boy, he pulled out a long shovel for this. We gonna get rid of this body, baby.
Let's see. Let's see, man. Wow.
We gonna
there's
get
so
rid of
many
this
cats.
body.
There's so many cats, man. Okay, who's these new dudes?
I got him using all kind of brain power, Shabby.
Yeah,
man.
he's thinking. I see the smoke. I see the smoke.
That smoke coming off that hat.
Wow.
Let's get it.
Where can I go? Man.
You ain't got one of them. Bip, 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 bip.
Right. Give me a.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, man. There's a lot of dudes, man. But to be like that, okay, I would have to. Let me go back again. Go back. KRS-One.
Woo! he would body bag that.
Yeah, that ought to be nice.
And I'm trying to keep a mix of new and old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I
Yeah.
do Wiz, because I like Wiz wordplay.
Cause the record
I even
gonna
like,
be
stupid.
stupid.
Not to be saying something, but Big Sean.
Big Sean, okay. Big Sean is fire.
Fire. He's fire.
Fire.
He's fire.
Wordplay is
You know what I'm
wicked.
saying? He
Yeah,
put
yeah,
my
yeah.
on some new like
Nah, he's
generation.
fire. That's a
So you
fact.
need one more
One
Megatron.
One more Megatron.
You need that Megatron.
Last one.
Roll out.
It gotta
Oh.
be good. Oh,
Why there stand up? What up?
I want to see that list. I think that'll be a big record.
that's a good
right
list. That's a good
Yo,
list.
that record will be crazy. Talking hip hop, man.
That's my
Shavi lost his headphones.
That was too much for me. It was too much.
Are those beats?
Nah, it's not beats.
Nah, shit. Cause I was mad as hell. They was beats.
Nah.
Dr. Dre charged you a lot for them shit.
It was around the same price, but they ain't beats.
Uh huh.
That's
Yo.
what's up.
Have you had any battles?
You know what?
Cause when you talking MCs, like I used to come up, I used to battle my little niggas.
Yeah, I mean, you
Nah,
know what?
man.
In high school at the lunch table,
Who was
And
your worst
we
nigga
had
that you
little-
be like, when you see that nigga, you be like, oh, this nigga here,
This nigga here.
this nigga.
you know what? I never really had them type of battle. I'm not going to front. I made records and be like, yo, I play my joint. I never was that. I never was that battle. I'd be like, listen to this, and they'd be like, oh, that was a battle for me. But you know, my one dude we used to go back and forth with rhymes. My man P.t.a. Brittle from the Cracker Jacks. He's on our first album.
Okay.
P.t.a. Brittle. Me and him used to go over records and stuff and write. You know what I'm saying? But to tell you the truth, me, Brown, and Buster, like when we write and come up with songs, that was a form of battling.
Nah, it was,
Because
yeah,
we,
yeah.
you know, be like, how your verse go?
Yeah. He come out the booth, you gotta rewrite your shit.
You like, oh, right. That was our competition. We competed with each other to make each other better. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Buster, to tell you the truth, because he
Okay.
come out the booth, he just
Oh,
had that
smoke.
voice all the time. He ain't even got to say nothing dope. He just say, yeah, this mother. He make it sound good. He just got to flow. So, you know, him and C Brown, those was my biggest competition and battles, man.
Well, you know, sometimes we like to say, all right, let's play a little game. And we play a little game called Finish the Sentence. So it's like if I ask you a question and you just finish the sentence out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, yo, you want a shot of this Brown? You said,
I want the Patron.
yeah, man.
Where that Patron at?
I want the Patron. I need that white.
Yo, I wish me and Bus could.
Make this music together.
Dope.
I wish Leaders of the New School would.
Make this new album.
Fire.
I wish I could hip hop this situation out because
Because I love hip hop.
if I was in this movie, I would have played.
Dinco D.
Because a lot of niggas would say Tupac.
I would say Dinco D. D to the O in the middle, I-N-C.
Word.
Hey.
Well, hip hop, man. Sometimes we like to talk about times in hip hop.
Right.
So everybody got, you know, you got your 80s, your 90s.
You got your 70s.
70s.
It was
Hip hop?
Going on back then. Nah, facts.
late 70s, baby.
Who was
Mid-
popping in the 70s?
There was a lot of, there's a lot of MCs and people doing it like that, man.
You can give me like one name?
I'm saying, they would, the Cold Crush and all of them, they was formulating young early around then, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying, in different groups,
Because I heard
Different
about them
cats.
and like, I ain't going to lie.
Right, you ain't. See, when you
Hip
hear about a
hop,
group,
hippie
they
dippy
have been
hip to
working
hip hop,
before they
don't
became
stop.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of history with dudes who was formulating certain
Okay.
things. You know what
So
I'm
let's
saying?
talk about, all right, so you got your 70s. Well, really, you
Well,
got your
late
60s.
70s.
You know what
I mean, there was formulations in
Yeah,
different
formulations
intricate
in hip-hop.
differences.
Type of talk.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know what's a good movie to see? The Foundation, the Father's Foundation,
Let's
of
talk
hip-hop,
about
man.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And they show you how different formulations of Brooklyn DJs and how different quotations of like 1, 2 and you know what I'm saying, the different things that MCs say. There's a lot of things you can see in that, man. Check that out. Yeah.
Check that out.
What would be your time in hip hop where you be like, yo, I love this shit?
Every day.
No, I gotta be a time.
Nah, man, it's every time. Every day I wake up and I can still hear hip hop on the radio
That's
or see it on the
fire.
TV.
That's fire.
Or I could come here and we still in existence and we doing what we do. I treat it
That's
like
fire.
I treat it like a new. I treat it like a new day.
Shabby, we've been
And that's-
doing this
and-
for a minute.
Nah, we've been doing this for a minute, man.
That
Like,
was the
it's-
illest answer we got.
And that's I mean, if that don't keep you, that's what has to keep you motivated for it to still be in existence in here, and you can make a difference in it. You know what I'm saying? For me to be in this game since '91.
Nah,
I mean,
that
earlier.
y'all were the forefathers of this shit. At the end of
You know what I'm
the
saying?
day,
We
you know
part.
what I'm
No,
saying?
we
Like,
were
y'all
part. We're
of that,
part of
like,
right. We're part of the history. The part of the
that
history.
history, yeah.
And we added our part that still exists. You know, we put energy into this game and hip hop thing. And look at Busta, man. I mean, he's out in the forefront still on the main stages. Still, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Carrying it
from the
Facts.
90s.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy
Like,
carrying
for him
the
to be
torch.
able to recreate himself and still be existent with the top
relevant
dudes in the
what's
game.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? It's for me and to make it possible for, you know what I'm saying, everybody from that era to be able to do what they want.
To have
Like, I'm
this
still in it.
this interview
Yeah.
right now, you know what I'm saying? Like
Every
you
day,
are-
every
yeah.
day I wake up is a new day. Like it's like before I sign. I treat it like before I sign my deal, dude.
That's fine.
I could get a new deal. I could make a
Okay.
new day. I could make a new day out of this. I could create a new history for myself. You know what I'm saying? You have to treat it like that.
Since we talking about Bus, we love Bus online with
No
the
doubt.
barbershop. What would be Dinco D's best Bus record?
Man, shoot.
What's your favorite?
Because if you ask me, I'm gonna say that joint that he did with Janet Jackson.
Oh,
That
what's
was
it gonna
dope.
be?
I mean, that was dope.
I could
was
watch
cool.
that video like
That was cool.
a million times
listen.
back to back, and it's like
That
the
was
first
cool.
time.
Listen, I love my dude Bus, but he had, you know, he has so much history,
Yeah.
man. Like I've said it before, and I told him, and he laughed. I was like, "You like the James Brown of hip hop, dude? You know what I'm saying?
That's major,
He's like the James Brown of hip hop, dude.
nigga. That's so made. That nigga. Hold on,
Listen, I'm gonna say,
hold on, Shabby. You got your shot.
put your hands on my Oscar C, because right now,
And big shout out to my man Shamello who produced that. Me and
Yeah,
him got a record
Shamello,
together.
yo.
Shamello and Buddha, they from Long
Listen.
Island, another LI catch.
oh, that's an LI. That's a
LI
fact.
thing, yes.
That's a big
Yes.
fucking fact.
Shamello and Buddha, they produced that. And I was down with the production team, and we was producing at the time.
Fire, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
To this
I
day,
don't know
that
if
shit as a DJ,
I might
to
have
this
found that
day,
sample
that
before
shit
them now.
gets some shit
No, that's my brothers. But yeah, man, I'm saying like Long Island, like Put Your Hands Where I See I think is one of his
Super
biggest
dope.
records. to
Oh,
me.
it has to be the
Super
biggest
dope.
record, bro.
It's the biggest
I ain't
one.
gonna front. I was in the tunnel when he did that shit.
And it
And
was
bring it back.
Nuts.
Bring it back. And Split was like, and he was killing that shit.
and people lost their minds.
Word. Shout out to Split Star.
That record and Annie Up verse.
Yeah, that any other. Yeah, he brought that. He brought that
Yeah.
out. He brought that record back to life.
Life.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
already hot.
It was hot, but once he
Bust the rhyme now.
MOP now. Huh? Woo.
yeah, that was good.
That kid is an
Busta,
animal.
That's a good-
he's
yeah,
an
that's a
animal.
good-
Busta is like the James Brown of hip hop. dude.
Yeah.
Like, he reinvents himself time. He's a showstopper performer. He goes all out and he gives it to you. You know what I'm saying? Can't front on that man at all.
He in my top 5 as when you talk about an MC.
Right. See, and a lot of
and
people
career,
don't put him up there as
but
like MCs.
I put him in there as career.
Career, right.
Know what I mean?
Right.
Because he reinvented himself so many
Many
times. Niggas can't do that, dude.
Right. Nobody has done
You got
it as
your
well
Jay-Z's.
as him. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
It ain't
Bus
too many that
did
could do that. But
Just
Busta Bus did it.
He does it every time, dude.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's a bus.
Word. And he got the illest hype man.
And then, like, what was the last biggest thing? I'll say that Chris Brown verse.
Woo!
Oh yeah,
He created a wave with that.
He bugged
He
out
got
on that.
people
Yeah.
doing it
then
at,
did a
he got
challenge.
people doing it at weddings.
And then had
you
a
know what
challenge
I'm
on
The
that.
nigga
Right,
did a challenge
exactly.
for this shit.
saying? Right, you know what I'm saying? Even though, and look, he didn't say nothing the whole goddamn verse.
I don't know what he said. He said a lot,
But he make it feel and sound good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
If you could say, all right, I ain't gonna front, this was my hottest shit I spit. You know what I mean? MC to MC.
Oh, man.
Everybody got that verse that they be like, nigga, this shit is on my shoulders,
Nobody
B.
fucking with this shit.
Ain't nobody fucking with this shit. What would be Dinco D's hottest verse?
Oh, man. I mean, I got a couple of them that you might not have heard. But maybe
Well, let's
like
hear
this.
them in the line
Let's hear it.
if they're gonna line up
I'm
like
dinko,
that.
dinko, go dinko. You think so when I get dough, cause I get dough when you intro my info inside your tempo. Listen, what's been missing besides myself? A mission from action and entertainment, performing as a tradition. Yo, my streak of speech, you leave a seat, hard to reach, spot a leak, unleash, suck it up from the street. Members of affiliated, drug rehabilitated crimes and crooks who never made it back to be reinstated. Community activists, nosy police who practice hits by trips in the neighborhoods with the blackest kids who attract the bids. There's somebody living on earth who's responsible, or small responsible bouncers a few around like we're not accountable. The best accountant couldn't solve the mass solution, population, mass pollution situation, crash computing. People pass on retribution, losing path on rush from ruin. The first crimes committed, the last to bring the ruin.
Yo,
That's just one of them.
I'm so glad Shabby put them. Nigga, the whole barbershop is wilding right now. The barbershop going crazy.
And I mean, I got a couple of those, man. Yo, big shout out to PMD, man. We got this new joint, man. He did this beat, man.
He's holding
I was
off
working
right
with
now,
the new Hit Squad Digital.
Uh-huh.
Yo, man, we got to. Come on, Pete. Let's get
Pete,
that out.
Yo, over here live at the barbershop, we like to say, if you build a tight foundation, your roof won't collapse. Bang. We're going to let DJ Shabby do his thing. What up with it, Shabby? Yo, Dinko D.
Yo.
Give me some, baby.
Respect.
Shots to you, baby.
Shots to us.
Love for coming out.
Bless.
You already
Yeah. Across Atlantic, baby. That Atlantic Ocean.
This might have been one of the illest interviews, B.
Well, I think so too.
Hip hop.
DJ Shavi, live at the barbershop.
Bless. Bang. Please set aside a few minutes for this lifetime lesson. I'm known for wrecking mics, so the balls keep stretching. Across the world, seas, lands, and whatever is tested. No stopping now, it's gonna be a
Long Island, what's good?
Understand I maneuver different. Your average MC guessing. Freestyling through life, thinking with the plan invested. I'm planning to a message, the facts that I'm stressing. Just get on the D train, this next stop across Atlantic.
Let me start that over, Dinko. My bad. Let me start that over.
In case y'all thought I forgot, it's not an image.
It's not an image.
It's not a fucking image. Yo, Ant, what up?
Bang.
Yo, for my boy Dinko D.
Set aside a few minutes for this lifetime lesson. I'm known for wrecking mics and the balls keep stretching. Across the world, seas, lands, and whatever is tested. No stopping now, it's gonna be a long night of session.
Yeah.
It's going perfect with that.
.com that. You heard? Not an image.
Oh yeah. Big shout out to Kango, UTFO. Remotely, I'm doing damage. My rhyme style so original, most can't stand it. I'm stepping through, seeing who's really honorable. Phenomenal, my energy's the one that bothers you.
Nah, that's a Merry Christmas, G.
Thank you. Blessings to everybody, man. Happy New Year's. Everything you're doing, power to the people. People are the power. Stop rushing to judgment. That's the name of the EP. Performed and recorded in Russia. Live from the USSR. Yep. Manifesto of the mentally brave. Take a page from the magazine that I call James. No editor is predator. What I pedal in pain. Joy right after that comes, it must remain.
That Dinko. Show them that shit. Bang. It's not an image, dude.
It's not an image. It's real. It's not reality, but it's real.
And what up? Murder Inc.
It's not an image, baby.
You already know what it is, B. Live at the barbershop, man. We like
Live
to thank you for coming
Chop
out.
Shop, barbershop, baby.
We had a couple shots.
Couple shots.
Nah, man.
You and them damn questions.
Bottle almost.
Hold on, that. Oh, I like that. We're gonna cross that.
You and them questions, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Dig into this. We got to dig into this game, dig into this history, dig into ourselves, man. And we got to keep this unity and bring people together, man. And make this thing lovely, man. Make it bigger than what it is. Make it better than what it is. Make every day
but the club, throw your hands up and everybody else. Shine a light on and have it in the frenzy worldwide, right? So if we gon' ride, we gon' ride, right? Right. Shine a light on them. Bronx to LI, we gon' ride on them. Shine a light on them. Bronx to LI, we gon' ride on them. Shine a light on them. Bronx to LI, we gon' ride on them.